Hi, my name's Rob and welcome to another TW White & Sons video review. Today's car is a Mercedes-Benz A Class. So here it is, looking great in iridium silver. So this is an A200. Now this vehicle is a 1.3 petrol engine running for a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox and running 163 horsepower. So it's got a little bit more go than the A180, so it drives a little bit nicer. So it's a sport executive model. What that means is externally it's not AMG spec'd, so it hasn't got the same bumpier suspension, but it has got a rather nice specification. So there's a ring of sensors all around the car, so rear parking sensors. It's got a little parking camera which will pop out when you pop it in reverse. And coming round, LED rear lights. Alley wheels with good tyres, bearing in mind this car's got around 10,600 miles, so it's barely run in. Has had 2 services from Mercedes-Benz, with heated electric folding power mirrors with indicators. Multi-spoke alloy, looking good. And then coming around the front we have more LED lights with a nice little Mercedes logo in there, and more sensors at the front. So effectively there is another function to these sensors. Not only is it just to reverse backs and forwards, the car has a self-parking function. So you can ask it to identify a gap, be it a bay park, like Tesco's, or parallel parking like on street. And if the car determines it will fit, it will self-steer, leaving you just to adjust the throttle and when prompted, move it forwards or backwards. So let's go into the back of the car, into the boot, and see what we've got in there. So underneath the Mercedes-Benz badge, just touch the pad, lift it up. It's a manual tailgate in this instance, and what you expose is a really nice boot area. So you've got a 40-20-40 split should you wish to maximise the space available, and then it's a reasonably flat load area below. Lifting this up, you'll also see in red there's a warning triangle, and you'll see there's no spare wheel, but you will get foam compressor units, Mercedes-Benz first aid kit, and of course the locking wheel nuts for the car. The rear shelf can be removed, again maximising the space available, and then just grab one of the handles and close like so. Okay, so considered a rival to things like Golf, Audi A3, BMW 1 Series, but a really good looking car. I think Mercedes styling has come a long way, and certainly forging a better path than BMW are currently. So we have a 5-seat car. It's actually styled for adults really, but there are 5 seat belts, and of course you've got ISOFIX there for children's safety seats to be securely mounted in the car. Rear passengers benefit from their own AC vents. Lots of legroom. Rear electric windows, so that's 4 all round the vehicle. We'll step up front now into the cabin. Again, once you're in, the car will work on a stop-start button, so as long as the key is about your person, you'll be able to get in, start the car, drive away. Coming down, as I say, all-round electric windows, but with a power fold function on the mirrors there. So they're heated electric and power into the car. Because it's a sport trim, there are sport seats with Artico artificial leather. So it's a leather cloth mix, the bit you're sitting on and resting on is a cloth. You've got a pull-out under thigh extension, and fully height adjustable, so you should find the perfect driving position in line with the rake and reach adjustable steering wheel with multi-function, so we'll come to that shortly. Having a look here, we've got some really nice turbine style air vents, very stylish, and your control panel for auto lights. So auto lights will kick on and off when it senses darkness, go into a tunnel or a car park, and they'll kick on for you. And also, just hidden out away there, electronic parking brake. What that does indeed is it just keeps the middle center console clutter free, allowing a rather large storage area in the middle, and your interface for the screen above the AC controls. So let's hop in. Now as I hop in, you'll notice the seats are heated for driver and passenger, and it's the same across on the other side. So being a sport trim, it's got this carbon style metal effect running through the dash, sweeping behind the touchscreen, and again into the door card this side. So this all looks snazzy, but is more effective when I turn it on. So powering up the car, and we are going to see a part of the Sport Executive pack is to have the full width digital driver display. So this is a nice, smooth, seamless screen running from left to right, pretty much half the cabin. So starting from this side, we've got a configurable driver display. So this will allow you to actually choose different views. Obviously links into other access points, and this is mainly controlled from down here, of which you've got hot buttons or a scratch pad. And what the scratch pad will do is allow you to move around the vehicle functions, or you can go in and touch individual things that you know you want in a hurry. So things like navigation, again the full width of the screen there, high clarity, and should get you where you're going for UK and European use. Coming down, we've also got things like the parking function, which I touched on earlier. So what it will do, it will allow the car to look for various different parking functions. You can activate the camera before putting into reverse, and you can show a closer or further away view. So quite nice, easy to use, wide angle. So we'll come out of that. You've got an ability to store favourite things. This could be your sounds, the various settings around the car, and you can program it to individual users. Being a sport car, you've got another feature which is a dynamic control, and what this will do is allow the car to modify the gearbox, the throttle and the steering weight depending on how you'd like the car to drive, and including an individual mode where you get to pick your own steering weights, the throttle response and gearbox response. Bearing in mind with the gearbox, 7 speeds, you've got paddles to change up and down through the gears, so plus minus, for that full Mercedes-Benz AMG Formula 1 effect. Coming down, we've got digital driver's display for the climate control. By touching one of the functions here, it will actually show up on the tablet there. So you've got left and right sided, the ability to sync the controls to the preference of the driver. Fan control is just over here, and it works on a piano key style function there. Really easy to use, and again, in a world of touchscreens, nice to see actual controls for your AC, so you can touch it quickly without having to take your eyes off the road for too long. Coming across onto the steering wheel, we've got media functions predominantly on this side. A rocker switch is for your volume up and down, and once your phone is prepared, you can then use the telephone prep. But of course, if you connect your phone using the USB ports, of which there are 2 inside this storage area here, again rather large, you can get quite a decent amount of stuff in there, including bottles of water. You'll then have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Okay, coming across to the other side, this is where you have things like your speed limiter, cruise control, and an ability to change the display on the screen up here using the function buttons up here. So it'll give you other information which you can bring up onto the display. Use the rocker switch, and it will allow you to just work through things on there. Wheel itself fully adjustable, so there's a column lever below, and then it can be brought in and out and twist up and down, so depending on driver height of course. Coming around, as I mentioned earlier, auto lights which link to the LED light system that they are, and they've got a high beam function too. So yeah, it's quite a high spec car without being sort of really high up the A Class range here. So premium product as you'd expect from a Mercedes-Benz. Everything seems to be high quality, lots of nice squishy touchable surfaces all around the car itself, and the car itself, with one owner, 10,000 miles, is in great condition. So like a new car, but for used car money. So I hope this video has inspired you to pick the phone up, make contact to us here at TW White & Sons. I'm going to step out the car now. So thank you for reviewing this video. The car is available at request to be brought to any of our 3 branches, but of course just make the call, ask for the car, and we'll deal with your request appropriately. If you wish to purchase the car using our dealer funding, this is available too, but equally we're happy to take cash payment, and of course we welcome a part exchange. So I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for the video.